So, hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jacquelyn from the blog thedoggyperspective.com. So, today, just a really quick video as a follow up to the blog today regarding sun protection for the both of us because it is hot out there and warm weather prevents some perils for our pets, believe it or not. And we make these adjustments during the warm weather for ourselves quite readily. I'm a leggings and a t-shirt type of girl. But Sophia, she really doesn't have any adjustments to make, right? The weather swings and she's just affected by the swing of the weather. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now, in the wintertime, she is wearing booties when it's very, very cold outside. There's a lot of winterizers out there, a lot of salts on the ground. So we do place boots on her to make sure that those salts aren't having a very harsh effect on her paws and her paw pads. But what happens when we get to the summertime? The asphalt is super duper hot. It really can be damaging to the bottom of her paws. So, for that reason, we do have to be careful. Now, I mentioned in a earlier video that when you're out for a walk in the warm weather, it is well advised to just go ahead and bring a stick of paw balm with you. That way you have something soothing that you can place on the bottom of the paws and on the nose. Now, ideally, your pet will already be wearing sunscreen because you have taken preventative steps before you've left the house for your walk. And a small touch up here and there is really all that will be required. Now, what's nice about going out for a walk in the warm weather with these products is that they travel easy. They're in the form of a stick, a deodorant, a lipstick. They're not very large or very, very bulky to carry, and they're thick enough that you don't have to be concerned about meltdowns while you carry them. So please make sure that if you're not already utilizing these types of products in these types of forms, that you do so on a regular basis. So, for ourselves when we're in the house, we're just blasting the air conditioning, being comfortable, right? My own level of comfort. In fact, I'm sure you're like me when you're indoors. You blast the air conditioner to your own level of comfort or to your pet's discomfort, right? You wear longer sleeve t shirts. You might wear jeans instead of shorts. You may place on a sweater, right? When it's 85 degrees outside, but you're indoors and you got on a sweater. See what I mean? Well, sometimes you look across the room and you see your pet just shaking and just shivering over there and thinking, what is going on? But you're getting ready to go outside for your walk and you want to be prepared. Well, just think the first thing you do is you grab your sneakers, you grab your socks, you grab a great pair of sandals to protect your feet, and out the door you go. Hopefully, you're also grabbing your lead and you're grabbing your poo bags too, and then on your way, right? Now, you know that your pet by now has coverages. We've mentioned this several times over. You've listened to Jacquelyn, you've clicked on the link, you've been to pedicure.jacquelynalford.net, and you've elected to at least receive your free quote from Pedicure Get Your Pet Plan, right? I know you've done that, and you've also gone on and invested. So you've done that, you've got coverages, and you don't want them feeling any discomfort due to prolonged sun exposure. And so now you've clicked on some of the links that I've provided for you, and you've taken the time to protect their paws, their noses, their ears, tails, tummies, and then also their private parts being mindful that these parts of the body can burn during warm weather exposure. So just like you've got your zinc oxide, it's on your nose, right? You're striping it under your eyes, you got it across your forehead there. You're taking care of your collarbones, over your shoulders, right? You're taking good care of your skin, up arms. You're taking good care of that so that you don't burn. Or you've got to do the same thing for your pet. So if you will, run on over to thedoggyperspective.com. Take a look at the article, Sun Protection for Us Both. And we feature a few dogs that, in particular, must always be prepared for the warm weather. That would be the Peruvian Inca orchid, the Zoloid Queenly. You guys don't kill me for that one. I usually just say Zolo because it's much easier, right? And the American Hairless Terrier. Now there's a few more that fall into that category, but those were the three that I decided to focus in on, right? So those types of dog breeds must always be protected from the sun. Now, now that you know, here's my recommendation. Make sure that you're shopping for your products on a regular basis, and enjoy shopping for your individual choices. And you want to do so on a weekly, bi-weekly, or on a monthly basis, or however often your sun protection does require replenishing. But I ask you a question now. Is it okay for you to use your personal sun protection on Scruffy? Is that okay? Is human sunscreen okay to use on dogs? Is that all right? No. What you want to make sure that you do is purchase a sunscreen manufactured especially for Scruffy and for Fluffy, okay? Make certain that you do that so this way there's no irritants included in these products. Now, let's say you do decide to take the plunge and you're going to go ahead after being a skeptic and you're going to utilize the sunscreen on your fur baby. That's great. I applaud you. And congratulations to you, Scruffy. You finally got your protection. All right. Your pet parent is stepping up. We're proud of them. Right. Again, it is of the utmost importance that you are applying only formulas which have been manufactured specifically for use as a sunscreen on a dog. And your product should never contain any zinc oxide or any PABA, PAPA, which is, let me use my glasses here, guys, which is para aminobenzoic acids. Okay. Now, what I don't want you to do is think that the dog won't lick their skin and their coat after application. They most certainly will. This is something foreign to them, correct? Now, these ingredients, should you choose to use your sunscreen on your dog because you ran out unprepared, you got yours but you didn't have theirs, those ingredients in your product are toxic to dogs. Okay, so if ingested, you will then be faced with monitoring your pet for GI upset. Now, GI upset is significant enough that it can result in dehydration. Now, dehydration is a whole other video, and we're not going to go into that now, but what you will be doing is watching for vomiting with or without diarrhea. Okay, you may also observe panting and dry nose if ingestion occurs. So please be mindful of that and watch out. I've left some links in the description box below for you so that you can take advantage of some of the products that I found for you that I prefer and that Sophia and I use regularly. Now it is time for From Our Table. Just a really quick recommend, and then we're out of here, folks. It is Beneful chopped blends with salmon today. This is a really good blend. I enjoyed it. It's a 10-ounce tub of food in a really pretty package. It has its own snap cap, you can peel the cap back, and if you're not going to enjoy the entire serving of food all at once, you can seal it away, and you can either carry it in your beach bag or handbag, whatever it is you're carrying, your satchel, your dog's bag for the day, and you can easily refrigerate it once more from there. So you get a lot of food inside of this tub of Beneful, and again, it's a juicy 10-ounce tub of goodness. So what you're going to get in there is salmon, sweet potatoes, brown rice, and spinach. This is a liquid gravy. And Sophia, honestly, she nearly knocked me over to get to it. So um, that's really about it. These are the non-scientifics of the review. It's just really cute packaging. I'm sure that you will like it. If you like pink, that is the color that I selected, and what we ended up with was the salmon formula. And again, you'll just be able to, it's made really well, so you'll be able to just throw it into the satchel that you're carrying. And honestly, you really wouldn't need to transfer it to any other dish because the packaging is made this well. So it serves the same purpose as the doggy dish, except for it's resealable. So again, you're just going to toss it out when the dog is done. If you're traveling, you're going to highly recommend it. Okay. I didn't know what the rules are for TSA if you're bringing your dog along on the plane, and you're going to be feeding them on the plane. I don't know if it meets the TSA specifications. That's a good question, but it will travel well. Okay. Now, um, I will tell you this, it does contain meat byproducts. So if you're a stickler for meat byproducts, for those of you who don't know, and I will read this verbatim, it is the non-rendered clean parts other than meat derived from slaughtered mammals. It includes, but is not limited to, lungs, spleen, kidneys, brain, livers, blood, bone, partially defatted, low temperature fatty tissue, and stomachs and intestines freed of their contents. It does not include hair, horns, teeth, and hoofs. It shall be suitable for use in animal feed. If it bears a name descriptive of its kind, it must correspond thereto. Now that's from AFCO.org, and you can find this information at my website included in the From Our Table review. You'll see it there, right? So it is vitamin infused, full of really, really good things. But if you're against potassium chloride and against meat byproducts, this is not for you. This did score very highly in terms of the star rating. It's 4.7 stars in the customer satisfaction rating. I liked it. It was really fragrant. There was a lot of food. You could use it for a topper, and also it's a great medium for carrying medications if you have an animal that requires medicating and you need to encourage them to take it. A lot of medications are bitter. They're not flavorful, and you can't get the dogs to eat it. But listen, you could certainly hide it within this formula and have them snarf it right on up. So if you're concerned with salt intake for your dog, again, make sure that you read your label. Potassium chloride is in there. And alrighty, we're gonna bring this review and this video on home. that is it. I do have to say that the inclusion of certain ingredients has an effect on the star rating. I like it. Sophia loved it, and there were no harsh effects, no harsh side effects. She's fine. She's healthy. She's not, gaining weight, and she's not losing weight. She's pretty zippy, got lots of energy and pep and really bright eyes, no tears. So she's doing very, very good. But to be fair, some deductions had to be applied to the final rating. So, of a full 5.0 stars, this food, this Beautiful Chopped Blends wet dog food with salmon, scores 4.7 stars on the customer satisfaction rating. Still fabulous, still Purina. What did you expect? Purina has been feeding dogs for more than 85 years. Okay, check the website, the full review for information on recalls. I did include it there for you. And listen, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you do so. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Smash the like button to make sure that you're kept up to date. Whenever we do release new videos, make sure that you tick that bell. All right. And we will see you in the next video. Thank you. I'm Jacquelyn from the blog, thedoggyperspective.com. See you soon.